When I went to hospital, they laughed at me.
Hello, beautifuls. Welcome back to my Chanel. And welcome to another episode of Unhinged TikTok makeup beauty video fails. God, I've done a load of these now. You'd think I'd know it off by heart, wouldn't you? Well, unfortunately, no. Old. If you do not know me, my name is Luxeria. I am a technically retired makeup artist of nearly 2 decades. And I also have a biochemistry degree because I have a fundamental interest in the way things work. These videos here, this series, this Unhinged TikTok makeup series, is all about trying to understand why a makeup look may or may not have worked, why certain products behave the way they do, and also what you should and shouldn't be doing with beauty products. Well, my lovelies, make sure you're sitting comfortably, grab yourself a beverage, pop your little hanger right up the TikTok hole, and let's watch! Oh yeah, if you want to follow me over there, it's XXLuxeria. Boop.
Absolutely not.
Right, who do we have first on the chopping block? This is If Mummy. No clue, no context clues about what's about to happen, so...
Don't get your eyeliner
Don't!
tattooed.
Don't get it
As
tattooed.
someone who had it tattooed like 10 years ago, it looks hideous. This side looks okay. That side?
Oh yeah.
God.
Oh no.
Biggest regret. It does not go away. They say it goes away in a couple years.
No.
Not mine.
Biggest
The
lie.
underneath ones did. They went away like
Underneath?
instantly. Like
You
within
had
a year.
Upper and lower?
Top. God, I hate it.
Well, okay, right, let's have a little look-see, shall we? Let's try and find a flattering. That's flattering. Sort of. Tattooed eyeliner, everybody. Tattooed eyeliner. Much like microblading, it doesn't ever really go away. I don't know how the beauty industry is allowed to say things like, oh, do you know, semi-permanent makeup, it goes. Semi-permanent makeup, everybody.
No.
Even if that were true and the pigments were to be completely dissolved by the body over time, you would still be left with telltale signs that you've had a little thing or two done. Whether that's through slight scarring or just unevenness of skin, there's always going to be something. So the idea that it's completely fine to advertise it as semi-permanent goes away. You won't see it after a few years or a couple of drinks of wine. Listen, I'm all for doing hacks and tricks that make your life a lot easier. Completely understand that. I myself have kind of looked into perhaps having my eyeliner tattooed on. Now, I'm not going to do it because over time it just doesn't seem to look very good when it heals and it never really goes away, and you can never really predict how your skin is going to move over the years that you've had it done. If it lasts 5 years and your skin starts to go like this, is your eyeliner going to be in this position now? Of course it is. And gravity will probably also do its thing and move it even further, so you'll end up looking like, well, I don't know what. I had my eyebrows microbladed by one of the, best people in London. She was so expensive, and she was in the southwest, so take from that what you will. Uneven. Didn't heal correctly, hated them, and they did not fade over years, absolutely not. I ended up having to get them lasered off, and I still, to this day, have a very slight, yellowness around where they are. So be careful with semi-permanent makeup, or permanent makeup in this case, because while it might look good for maybe 6 months if you've got a really beautiful artist who's maybe done the best job in the world on you, you don't know how your body will change over the course of years. And the removal process for eyeliner, very unpleasant.
Candle in the eye.
In fact, actually, I've just found a video on the unpleasantries of having tattooed liner removed. Shall we watch, everybody, and recoil in fear?
Avec le liner
Oh, a
permanent.
French woman.
Mais ça a viré.
Oh God, yep, you have metal in the eye because you can't laser an eyeball.
C'est tout ça. Regarde bien la transformation. Attention aux surprises.
Imagine. Bip, zip, bip, zip, bip, zip, bip.
Do I not look just like a French woman?
Oh, doesn't that look sore, everybody? Doesn't that look rather sore and bleak and unpleasant? Bleak and unpleasant, the two twins you do not wish to have at your birthday party.
That's not funny, because what if I was gay?
So the reason why pigments like this, semi-permanent pigments, should fade within the body, if you have a very good immune system, your B cells will effectively eat the pigment. Hello, editing Luxeria here. I actually misspoke slightly there. It's not your B cells, but a different immune cell, the macrophage, which is responsible for ink breakdown over time. In a roundabout way, the macrophage undergoes phagocytosis to ingest the foreign ink particles. And as we have no enzymes to break down these particles, the ink remains captured. However, as the macrophages die and release the particles back into the surrounding tissue environment, tiny pieces of ink are flushed away before they are ingested by a new macrophage. And over time, this process is what leads to tattoo fading. Macrophages. Amazing. Even with tattoos, they fade over time because your immune system is like, we're under attack by these pigments. Let's eat them, nibble them, poop them out, goodbye. Deep plain tattoos, however, should not fade completely. Realistically, semi-permanent / permanent makeup tattooing that advertises that it fades is not usually done anywhere near as deep as traditional tattoo work. Therefore, it can be exposed to things through the skin, such as skincare regimens. Perhaps even active ingredients within that, such as salicylic acid, can help fade semi-permanent and permanent makeup. In fact, actually, I think one of the treatments for removing microblading is saline solution injected into the site in order to like push the pigments towards the surface of the skin and then get them away. Get it away, goodbye. But they will never truly ever go back to like raw virgin skin. So if you're gonna get something tattooed, make sure you do your research, girly wigs. Oh, she did have a curl this morning. Where's she gone? I don't know. Why don't you just ask? I have a lollipop. Oh, it's day of the eyeliner tattoos today, my lovelies. My goodness me. It's like day of the Triffids, but in the eyes. Ooh. Kelly B. The B stands for Belinda, girls. Right, everybody sit down. We've got story time. Story time. Eyeliner tattooed by a rando in a garage. That's what you want. Random strangers very close to your eyes with needles in garages. We're not here to judge.
Eyeliner is actually tattooed on, and it wasn't done professionally. It was done with a legit
She's a very
tattoo.
quiet woman. Hang on, Mummy is hard of hearing in these times, these trying times. Oh, be careful.
Professionally, it was done with a legit tattoo gun, the same one.
Done with a tattoo
this
gun.
tattoo right here.
Also, isn't it like a tattoo needle, not tattoo gun?
Sure, he didn't have his tattoo license. I don't even think he was an apprentice. I think that he like got a tattoo gun off of Amazon. I'm an idiot. I was probably like 23 years old or something, and my friend was getting a tattoo. And while she was getting her tattoo, I was like talking about how I've always wanted to get my eyeliner tattooed on. And then the people are like, oh, you're not gonna do that. It's gonna hurt too bad, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, I'll do it. Because I'm the type of person, if you tell me that I'm not gonna do something, that makes me want to do something even more.
Okay, that sounds a bit like a trauma response from like perhaps overbearing parents. But can I just interject here and say, please, my young, like 23 is a bit old to be making these like impulsive decisions like this by randoms in a garage with a tattoo gun. Please have more respect for your body and yourself. What if you got infected and lost your vision? Have more respect for yourself and your body and those around you. Do not let other people goad you into doing things that you're perhaps a little bit apprehensive about, because those people are not your friends and they will not be there to nurse you back to health if you've made a mistake that impacts your quality of life. They won't be there. They will be gone like there's no tomorrow.
And the guy, he was literally like, I'll do it for free if you don't tap out. But if you tap out, then you have to pay $40. Long story short, I had to pay $40 because I did tap out. This was one of the most painful experiences I've ever went through in my whole life. This side, he wasn't able to finish because my eyes were like watering. I was crying, wheezing, all the things. Doesn't even reach my eyelids. It's not black anymore. It has turned like to this gray blue color. I don't know what's going on right here. That obviously never reached the corner where it was supposed to. It was just all around.
Can you
not
even
a good time.
use it?
Not a good idea. With how bad it hurt getting the tattoo
that's
done,
so
I
close
can
to
only
the
imagine how bad
optic
that
nerve.
getting it undone would be. So I just live with it, even though I don't hardly wear makeup anymore now. And whenever I do, I just put eyeliner on top of it. But yeah, that's why my eyeliner looks wonky.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you very much for sharing your story, but let's have a little look-see, shall we? So first of all, we're going to dissect your eyeliner. Oh, hang on, let me get a... Okay, do you know what? Not glamorous, but she's showing us the issues. First of all, it's so rounded and it does not go anywhere near the lash
It's
line.
not black.
Please stop, TikTok. You are infuriating. Death! It goes nowhere near the lash line. Now... if I was to ever get tattooed liner, I would want it to look almost as perfect as if I was doing it for like an ultra glam look. One of the things I often find about getting tattooed permanent makeup is that it looks out of place because it draws so much of attention to like a finished piece of makeup or the eye or the eyebrow or the lips or something when nothing else is done. Like, I find it very strange looking at people with pristine, perfectly applied eyeliner when they've got nothing else to match. If you haven't got a clean blank canvas underneath, or you haven't got like a little bit of sparkle or like a something, I find it odd to look at. It's the same kind of vibe as people that have, you know, the massive Russian style false eyelashes on with nothing else. Like, granted, you know, you might just be popping out to the shop, you might just be waking up. It just looks a little bit like you've put so much attention to this one feature without harmonizing the rest of the face or the rest of your other features. That's what I find. Saying that, if I could do my own microbladed eyebrows in a way that was like, basically kind of like this, maybe tiny bit thinner, but just so that I actually have some semblance of an eyebrow, I would do it. I would. I just don't trust microblading artists after having a bad experience myself. I think if you're going to get semi-permanent / permanent makeup, the best thing to do would not to be getting a finished look, but it would be to get yourself almost to the finishing point without it looking too much. So instead of having all of your eyebrows microbladed in a way that looks like a finished wedding glam, maybe just get them slightly thickened up so they look a little bit more structured, more complete. Does that make sense? Like something that you could add on top of if you wanted to, but it wouldn't look out of place if you just had to pop quickly to
London!
And can I categorically say, no matter what age you are, do not go to a rando's garage to get a rando tattoo of a person that's offering it to you for free as long as you don't tap out. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it, girl. You're not getting elected.
You ain't getting elected.
Oh, dearie me. What's going on here then?
What's going on here then?
Right. Poor lady eye patch. I've been there. I know how this feels. What's the tea?
Look, I want to give more clarity on what happened to my eye. I get a lot of my messages in my inbox. Who did you go to? Who did you see?
Happened? Oh no.
This is the individual glues that we've been buying from Temu and Shein. I've been doing my lashes myself for a very long time.
Okay.
And Shein has come up with all these, like, you know, the little glues that you buy and you just do the little droplets. And my eye is now completely infected. I have absolutely pus coming out of my eye.
Oh no!
As you can see, look at the green stuff that's coming out of my eye.
Oh no! No, thank you. Oh no! No. I'm all for doing DIY beauty things, but as soon as you start trying to cut corners or avoid training or avoid the implications of what things go wrong, that's where the danger happens. In my opinion, you are a professional only in something if you can fix it when it goes wrong. That's when you can call yourself a professional. Anyone can build a house if from start to finish it goes absolutely correct and there's no problems ever. What happens if you use the wrong cement? You're like, oh dear, my house is falling down. I'm not a professional. I have to rent a professional to come and fix the problem. You're only ever a professional if you can fix it when it goes wrong. Professionals aren't buying eyelash glue from Shein and Temu. Now, Shein is a bit of a weird one because it does seem to be having a bit of a mainstream surgence. The idea that SheGlam, Shein's own beauty brand, is now stocked in Boots in the UK is bonkers to me, because I remember hearing a while back that they had a very lackadaisical attitude towards quality assurance in terms of heavy metals being present in their cosmetics. Now, they must have passed something, or they must have improved their methodology if somehow it's being offered in a reputable drugstore in the UK. So Shein, bit of a different one there. Temu, however, Temu is essentially Alibaba.com repackaged for individual sale. And if you do not know what you are buying, please do not go and put it directly into the optic nerve. Right, let's listen a bit more.
Please, guys, don't. I can't see with my left eye. Like, it is so infected. Like, I can't see with my left eye. Look at the pus that comes out of my eye. I'm going to see an eye doctor at 1 o'clock now, because the glues that they sell on Shein and Temu are not safe.
Of course they're not. That's why they're cheap.
I thought I've been using them for quite a while, but every time I go on Shein and Temu, they come up with new solutions. I'm like, I'm gonna try them. I'm gonna see what's better, and they've come up with this new one that's it's like 2 seconds drying, blah blah. So the team
That sounds like super glue.
Glues, please guys,
Don't put
use
super
them.
glue in your eyeballs.
Like the second it touched my eye, it burned the whole cornea of my eye. I can't see with my eye right now, and I'm going to see a doctor.
I'm sorry, I need to process that. Hang on. So she put the glue in her eye and instantly burnt her cornea. My eye is starting to weep in solidarity. Stop this immediately. I cannot stress this enough, girly wigs. You only get one set of eyes. In fact, everything on your body you only really get once. Your quality of life will be impacted if you don't have all of your fingers, for example. But your quality of life will be severely impacted if something happens to your vision. There's a reason why licenses exist for cosmetics. There is a reason why beauty therapists and estheticians go through training in order to be able to do this. There is a reason. I'm all for doing DIY experiences at home, but A, it's a risk that you take, and B, make sure you are also using very reputable brands. Just because something on a website says it ships in 15 days and also has the word eyelash on it does not mean it's going to be good for your eyelashes. And to go even further than that, I'm of the opinion of like, yes, you might buy something and it works once. You might buy something, it works twice. What happens if you buy it the 7th time and something's different about it? It's cheaper, the branding has changed, the manufacturing process has changed, and now it's a problem. Prevention is the best cure.
To see what they can do to my eye. When I went to hospital, they laughed at me. They actually laughed. They're like, you're using Temu and Shein. They looked at the bottle.
I mean, I wouldn't laugh.
They
I'd be
laughed
horrified, but I
because
wouldn't
they're
laugh.
like, okay, so give us the bottle to see what's the ingredients. There was no ingredients. And they're like, the reason they don't put ingredients on things that they sell on Shein and Temu is because you don't know what they might be putting in there. It could be super glue, it could be anything that could be harmful for you.
I imagine they produce
Please,
super glue by the
girls or
bucketful.
guys, like, don't put chemicals into your eyes. I regret it so much.
Okay, so she's-
obviously this one is okay because it didn't touch my eye. I used to.
I
just
would have
put
gotten
it
them
on, like, my
straight off,
lash.
though.
And the pain is like shooting up to my head. And there's every time I clean it, I went to the chemist and I bought.
I know this is not the time, but that so sounded like that game you play in school where it's like, I went to the chemist and bought apples, banana, carrots.
Don't use those glues that they sell on Shein. That's my message to you, Shein and Temu. Please, guys, save your eyes.
Do you know what? I can't agree any more with that slight ending there, because there are some people that you see online that are like, oh yeah, it's gone wrong, everything went wrong, but I'd still do it again. I'm so glad that she is literally spreading awareness and saying, do not do this. Don't. It's not worth it. Just not worth it, girl. No. Oh, God, day of the eyelashes. What's happening now? My client did this during her appointment and then tried to blame me. Ooh, Windows ME. Oh, not pissing Jess Glynn. Oh, I'm so annoyed with her. My goodness me. How dare you? The Grinder Cupcake remix was flagged for copyright content ID on one of my videos a while back. And Jess Glynn's team had the audacity to say, no, this is our song. This is the original song. No, it isn't. Cupcake Grinder remix is not Jess Glynn. Oh, and the Oscar goes to someone else. There's a lot of fake beauty nonsense online, isn't there? Why would you wax under the eyebrow and then be like, go on, stick your lash into it, girl? Right, what's next? Okay, we've just got WTF. Oh, is this copyright music? Oh, that's cool. Oh, no. No, stop this.
Not by the filler on my chinny chin chin. Okay,
Oh.
yes, we're joking about this, but this is not a joke. This is a very serious epidemic going around right now.
An
I
epidemic?
do not know who these injectors are. In fact, I would love to see the injectors' faces that are injecting patients to look like this.
They look the same, girly wigs. So I'm gonna say here right now, filler is one of the fastest ways that you can change the way that you look. It's practically instant, and in the grand scheme of things, it's not as expensive as plastic surgery, for example. example. We are in a filler epidemic. The amount of bad filler I see, especially on young people, is crazy. I myself, I'm no stranger to filler. Granted, my lips are probably a little bit big. I will not have them filled any more than this. People that go to injectors and get filler stacked on top of old filler is so bonkers to me. It has to be. I cannot see any other way how it isn't body dysmorphia, getting used to like seeing something and then being like, oh, and now it needs to be bigger and bigger and bigger. This patient also here has very big lips and very big cheeks. The whole point of filler is to harmonize a face. It's to treat volume loss. Now, we've taken a little bit of liberty with that as a society. After all, we're building extra volume where there possibly wasn't any volume before. For example, lip filler giving you bigger lips rather than giving you back volume loss that you've had. Same with cheek filler, same with under eye filler. Chin filler is a very strange one as well, because I find the swelling from chin filler can sometimes make you feel like you've made a massive mistake, because suddenly it throws the lower portion of your face completely out of whack. Now, I've got chin filler here, and this is because during my FFS, I ended up with slight divots here. So I needed a tiny little bit of filler there just to bring harmony back to my entire jawline. If you are starting to build your chin into a really alarming point, a point that sticks out from the face so much, your profile harmony is going to look absolutely bonkers. Now, the problem with dysmorphia, especially dysmorphia of the face, is that you don't see it as bonkers. You just see it as, oh, I need more, or oh, I need less. More, less, more, less, more, less. Other people around you might be able to see that it's bonkers in their opinion. But when you start going to dodgy injectors that have no moral compass about how far they can take someone's look, I start to feel you no longer have this patient's best interest at heart. Never trust a scientist that doesn't say at some point, I don't know. Never trust a filler injector that will never say no.
I would put money on the line that they actually do not look like this, because what they're doing is unethical, immoral, and completely and absolutely
It's unethical. Oh, it's very lumpy, unhealed as well. That, like, the fact that it's like pustulating is very upsetting.
One of these chins is fully infected. One of them is about to explode. When they squeeze it, filler comes out of their pores. Do you think that that's what filler was invented for? Do you think that this is how we should be using this product? Absolutely not. Chins are one of the most transformational areas to treat in aesthetics.
Sorry, but just the profile of this patient is just so much. And the thing about dysmorphia is it doesn't see that there's an issue. This person needs a psychological assessment, not more Juvederm. I can't look anymore. We have to move on.
No, thank you.
Oh God, more filler! Oh no, we're in there. Oh God, we've gone from infected eyeballs to infected filler holes. My goodness me.
Poor patient went to a non-medic who filled her lips with a cheek filler and sent her away without any aftercare and quite serious swelling.
That's beyond serious swelling. That's like a vascular occlusion. She could lose that lip if she is not treated immediately.
Quite serious swelling. The pressing she's doing upon her lips is actually called capillary reflow. Essentially, we expect the lips and skin to blanch when we press it, but we also expect it to reflow.
La 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 la. I've got going to go.
Ischemia, where the skin and tissue is starved of oxygen. Pustules are a bad sign and shortly followed, as well as necrosis. She'll be scarred for life. If you have any of these symptoms immediately after treatment, please seek medical attention. Never ignore pustules, pallor or mottling. Also, extreme pain.
What sort of dystopian discotheque was this? Sorry, we had this. Okay, shall we have a meta moment here, everybody? 2014. Ibiza house music. Is it Ibiza house music? It's Ibiza house music. Lip filler gone wrong. A reaction to a reaction to a reaction, inviting you to a clinic.
The pressing she's doing upon her lips is actually to check what we call capillary reflow. Essentially, we expect the lips and skin to blanch when we press it, but we also expect it to reflow quite quickly, and it's quite sluggish in this case. case.
For a
This indicates
sake.
something called ischemia, where the skin and tissue is starved of oxygen. Pustules are a bad sign and shortly followed, as well as necrosis.
Nobody wants necrosis of the lips, do they? No amount of lip...
If you
I've got going to go.
Just treat yourself with more respect. Don't go to a back alley lady. Don't go to a back alley butcher. Don't do it yourself. If the price is too good to be true, it probably is. As I said earlier, I think anyone in the UK can just buy a bunch of filler online and pop it anywhere they want in their body. Unless they are trained to understand that vascular occlusion can happen and dissolver is immediately required to help fix the problem, how could you call them a professional? You couldn't, could you? Professionals know how to fix things when things go wrong. And the thing about lip filler dissolver, or filler dissolver in general, hyaluronidase, if of course this is in fact a hyaluronic acid based filler, hyaluronidase is a highly controlled substance that usually, in fact, if I'm not mistaken, only doctors can have a prescription for. So while you might be able to buy the filler, you certainly can't buy the dissolver. Be careful, my goodness me, my loves. Just treat your body with more respect. £200 in Back Alley Sally's butcher hole is not worth necrosis. How many times do I have to say this? No. Oh God, what's next? Okay, DIY lip filler. Do you know, I've said it before, I've said it again, I'll say it again. Before we even watch this, I'm going to say it again. Do you know, you are not a professional unless you can fix it when it goes wrong. But also, while my attitude towards like, do it yourself, do it at home, you know, understandable lady, I understand wanting something that you can do at home by yourself. I understand wanting that. That's where my understanding ends. If you start doing this to yourself and others around you, and you are not trained, you've got no idea what you're doing.
Did this to myself. Right now I'm super swollen, but I injected myself with fillers, some stuff that I bought years ago on eBay.
When it comes to filler, the number one thing you want is a experienced injector, because a lot of complications can arise when it comes to fillers, namely being vascular occlusion, which can lead to blindness and can lead to necrotic skin, which basically means the skin will die, it turns black from a lack of blood supply. Never a good idea to take these types of things into your own hands.
No, completely agree. Now, I also would go so far as to say, even if you are a professional, don't do it yourself. I mean, within that, there's probably a couple of leniencies I would suggest, you know, perhaps if you've just got a little bit of Botox that you need to do here and you're very accomplished filler lady of 10 years and you do your own Botox and you can do it, then that's fine. But as soon as you start getting to need certain angles that you just can't do on yourself because suddenly you've got a surge of adrenaline and you're like, oh my God, it's all going to go up here, into there, right up here, into the brain, dead.
She's dead.
No amount of DIY, at-home, bargain, basement, eBay filler is worth risking your life. There's no science behind that. I mean, it's just obvious. Surely, girls, surely. I'm so hot and sweaty. This is by Namila, by the way, and it's gorgeous. I love it. Look, very slutty.
Daytime
beige
with an evening
beige. Right, let's have a palette cleanser, shall we, my loves? Right, makeup time. What do we have? Okay, we've got double eyeliner, we've got a centre part, and a dream.
Well, watch out for those weirdos.
We are the weirdos, mister.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, goodness me, copyright lady.
Oh, copyright me, oh, trying to be calling me.
I fucking love a goth neck. I adore this. Love it so much. Love a massive liner. Love an inner wing. Love an outer wing. Love 2 eyelashes on the top and 2 eyelashes on the bottom. I didn't mean to say it like that.
Poppers do make the bottom extend.
Love the brows. Love it. Love the fringe. Love the darkness. Love it. I love a sensible knitted chemise for an evening wear. Love it so much. Gothic woman on the game. I describe myself as like corporate gothic, but I love traditional goth. Oh, it's Day of the Goth Ladies today. Okay, this is Razor Candy. Now, I know Razor Candy. I know exactly what this video is going to be. I've seen it before, seen it again. You've tagged me in it. I've seen it. I love it. Yes, Razor Candy is one of the hottest women on the planet. I'm sorry, but look, YouTube's going to be like, no, a bikini, how dare you? Now, I've spoken to Razor Candy a few times over on Instagram, but she's just so gorgeous. I love the way... am I doxing her by saying this? She's been open about it, so I guess not. Her, her breast implants are just, perfect. Perfect. And I really wanted to know what she had, and she very courteously told me what she had and where she had it. And I'm like, do you know what? For my next one, maybe. Potentially not this big, though. But my goodness me. Hot mummies in your local area?
Taxi for mummy.
Raise a candy, everybody. Right, okay, my goodness me. Back in the room. Hang on, let me cool off a little bit. All the hot goth ladies in your local area have got me all hot under the wig. Right, we've got a makeup hack. What's this? We've got a Kylie lip kit. Oh, dear.
Nobody's gonna know.
I thought this was her voice for a minute. I was like, oh, clocky teeth.
Nobody's gonna know.
They're gonna know.
Okay, what are we doing? What is this? Everyone's gonna know.
How would they know?
Everyone's going to know. Anyone with eyes is going to know.
How would they know?
No, everyone will know.
How would they know?
Everyone will know.
I can't. Oh,
Everyone will know. I'm sorry. Yes, look how great this looks through 240p TikTok. I was going to say Tiltavision. Filtervision. Beautiful. Lovely. If I see you in real life and you are lining up here and you're not doing a performance art piece, I'm going to think, oh, it's been a really stressful week at work. Just wanted to put some lip liner on, did you? Yeah? Do you feel a bit better? Do you know what? It's not that serious. You can do whatever you want. Just don't put super glue in your eyes. Okay. All right. Is this going to be an unhinged East Asian lip filling hack? Lipstick hack? Some sort of hack? Oh, there's too much product on the lips, but let's watch. Copyright. Okay, what are we doing? We are injuring ourselves. Oh, the filter's struggling a bit there. What's that? What's she done? Oh, a blue woman. Purple? I don't know where this is going to go. What was the point of stabbing one's lip? Was it to create the bulbous, the secondary bulb? Okay, right. Well, it's very... I need to see the rest of the look, because also at the edge of this video, her face is getting stretched out like this. What's happening? Who is this? Is this Sister Hong?
Oh my Michelle.
Lovely. It looks awful. Oh no. Oh, a magic trick. Oh, don't tell Olympia. Right, I don't understand. I mean, sure, personal choice for a lip shape, love it. Do think it could be finessed just a little bit, perhaps just a gentle part. Maybe taking a little bit of a liner brush, just with a little bit of stain, just to create a bit more of a symmetric line, rather than just sort of oops, it's all over the place. I don't know about this. I think personal taste, it's not to my personal taste. I wouldn't say don't do this. I would just be you could probably refine it a little bit nicer. It's obviously a very specific style. Maybe I'm sounding a bit ignorant by not knowing what this style is.
Yes, and it will not be easily cured.
Oh, okay. All right, should we end on a nice one? A nice one, girly wigs. Okay, so colour-changing lipstick. Remember, I think in the last one, we saw a colour-changing foundation, and I was like, no, definitely not. The only way that it works is colour-changing lipstick. In my mind, this is the thing that I remember thinking of. Is this, is it a flower power lipsticks? But they do, flowers in clear lipstick that change with your pH to, a nude kind of pinky tone.
This is a clear color-changing lipstick that has a flower in the middle of it. Hey guys, here goes.
Here goes.
I don't really see much color changing.
Oh, there's no color. There's a little bit. A little tiny bit.
Stain? Am I tripping out now? Awesome, you have some explaining to do.
Sorry, say that again. Was it Blossom Blue Cosmetics? Blue Blossoms.
Did it leave a stain? Am I tripping out now? Awesome, you have some explaining to do.
Blossom, girly wigs, Blossom. It's a very subtle colour, a very subtle lip stain, almost like a bit of a corally kind of tone. This would be lovely for those days where you don't want a full glam look. You just want a little bit of something on your lip just to give them a little bit of life back, to the skin, to the Leipenberger. I actually really like that. I like that. It's very, very, very subtle, and perhaps she doesn't feel overwhelmingly besieged by joy with this, because she is wearing she's wearing full glam. It's full glam. As a subtle little daytime lip with a daytime tweed, perfect. A full lip with an evening chiffon, Maybe not. Well, my loves, for all intents and purposes, what the fuck have we seen today? What was that? What was that all about? This was the most random collection of upsetting, frightening, life lessons, and subtle lip tints I've ever seen. What was your favourite? Let me know in the comments box below. Also, if you see any unhinged beauty content over on TikTok, just send it straight to me, directly via carrier pigeon into my optic nerve, please. Thank you. And with that, my loves, it's time for the Patreons. You can see yourself scrolling past on the screen right here. Over on Patreon, I do in fact have The Traitors UK, Project Runway Season 2. We're just about to finish Season 2, actually. I'm also doing a rerun of There's Something About Miriam. I've just started posting as well the uncopyright edited versions of the video on my channel as well. So, for example, when I have to turn something in order to avoid copyright clock, they'll be completely as they are meant to be viewed over on the Patreon. None of all that. The Patreon link is in the description box below. And as always, I want to say a massive thank you to my top tier Patreons. My goodness me. Orcos Emoji, Carol Sturm, Jojo, A Literal Pipefish, AJ Padilla, Anthony Michael Hernandez, Ashley Lisa, Auntie Stash Hazelwood, Barry Chapman, Becky Johnson, Bishop Bub Quartz, Breakaway, Caffeinated Raptor, Callie Rose, Cancerfish66, Catalina Kaz, Seraph, Shell Herman, Contrapoints, Danny Dick Ratz, Dr. Lula, EBBB, Eli Sowers, Goth Hoblin, James Azengirl, Jellybeth Herman, Jenny Dahlia, Lauren Kiley, Leanne Jones, Les Banana, Lytle Sizuries, Love Potion, Malfunctioning NPC, Mandy, Martin Rule, Marzipan, Martinita, Minumoto, Miranda Bryant, Mo Sherman, Morgan Lathay, Ms. Kiss, OK Kaya, Radhika Madala, Rainy Raylin, Rupreet, Sarah Maria, Samael, Semyaza Meridoc, Shanro, Sean Pelkey, Skydorim, Slayers, Steffutech, TNS Mum, The Jessica Hightower, Todd Bowley, Tony Mackers, Windy Potato, Wuskatusk, and Lena X Rider. And you know what? I think I'm going to leave it on the notes of...
The government!